Hi, friends. It's Brandy Beavers, and I'm here to talk to you about a few different assessment tools that you can use in your classroom for instruction. I'm focusing on two different ones, and I chose these two because one I have heard of, and the other one I had not heard of. So I kind of wanted to see how similar and different they were. Um, excuse me. I have never personally used Kahoot. However, a lot of the kids in my school use Kahoot in their classes and they love it, and it's really fun to them and engaging. It is also something that is free for teachers, so that's great. Um, Kahoot features learning games. There's also a learning game on there right now it's about Mars. It's called Be a Red Planet Explorer. It's right here. Test your knowledge of the red planet with a quiz. And this is just a quiz about Mars and maybe testing their knowledge on Mars. There's also vocabulary and geometry, world history right here. So as you can tell, there's different subject areas where you can just look up quizzes or create your own quizzes to do with those categories. Down below, there's also Kahoot for businesses, and I thought this would be really fun, planning a training session, team building, or just an activity for your staff or company. They have the Plus, the Pro, and the Premium, and unfortunately, they all do cost money. Again, Kahoot is a game-based learning platform, and although it can be serious with the information that you're covering, it's more of a fun way to do that. Picture this, teachers, you're in front of your smartboard and you have questions that students are to answer, and they have a Chromebook or an iPad or some kind of device that they can answer these questions on. When they answer, it will shoot up the answer on the board. However, it does not necessarily have to say their name, and therefore it causes a lot of good group discussions, a lot of great ways for you to voice maybe some difficulties that the students may be having without specifically calling their name. So Kahoot can be used to create a fun game. You can play this in a group or in a classroom setting. You can share, and that promotes the discussion that we talked about. And students can also create and share their own Kahoots. And I know some of the students in 5th grade that I talk to like to make their own Kahoots and let other friends take it. So just allowing that extra time to do something like that in the classroom really gets the students' attention. Now, again, this is for individuals, and you can share the screen on your smartboard. Okay, so that is Kahoot. And like I said, completely free, great, engaging, interactive program to use for assessments. Can use for formative or summative. So that is Kahoot. And again, that is Kahoot. www.kahoot.com. All right, so Kahoot's great to have. The other site that I'll be telling you about is called Quizlet. Now, Quizlet is something that I was not very familiar with, so I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. To me, I thought Kahoot and Quizlet would be kind of similar because I knew that Kahoot is when you create quizzes, and so I wondered, what's the difference in Quizlet and Kahoot? So Quizlet, it allows the teacher or the students to create their own teams, and it's a collaborative classroom game. So we're working more as a group and not individually. Quizlet Live is something that the teachers can use to be able to get started. Now, again, I feel like both of these, Kahoot and Quizlet, would both be fun, but I feel like Quizlet takes more of a formal outlook on the quizzes. So Kahoot may be more game-based, but Quizlet maybe offers a little bit more of a serious side to things. So maybe more for older students. All right. Again, the teacher, just like in Kahoot, I don't know if I said this or not, but in Kahoot and Quizlet, both, the teacher can use a PIN number, and that when she creates the quiz, it gives a PIN number, and the students just get online and they can type in the PIN number and access that quiz and take it. You can look up different topics, like look here, you can look up different topics and take quizzes on it. There's lots of different cute little ways for you to study smarter. There's the I'm a student link, I'm a teacher, and Quizlet's mission. So that's just telling you more about Quizlet. And then the create buttons up here. So from what I've seen with both websites, they are both very easy to use. I took some notes here, so that's what I'm reading right now. And again, I chose these tools because I had heard of them before, but never really used either one. But I had heard of Kahoot, and Quizlet has been mentioned, honestly, in some of my other classes, but I've never used them. It was more mentioned in like my specialist and master's degree at Kennesaw State when they were giving us tools. So both of these tools are online assessment tools. They can both be used for review and study, or for formative and summative assessments as well. The difference is Kahoot is a shared screen, but individual responses. So more of an individualized, take on things. And Quizlet is played more in teams, more collaboratively. I could see Kahoot going over well with the young kids, and maybe Quizlet being more focused on like middle school age kids. Just depending. I mean, both age groups are going to like Kahoot because it's more of the kids think of it more as a game. I think it's honestly, look at the difference in the websites. Like this one's got the bright colors. It's really catching your eye. And this one's just kind of more serious. Like we got the dull colors. Blech. So I think even just the color of the websites is going to make a huge difference in the students' engagement. I highly suggest both of these to everyone to use, and I look forward to hearing your feedback on whether or not you used it in your classroom. Thank you.